Hello, Impure here. This is another map making tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to make colored strings or colored joins, and also how to make them on dynamic objects. So first you see here we have nothing and stuff, but we have to do this mostly in the document program, WordPad. You see the C value, this one, the C equals, then you get a color code, the thickness, the transparency, and the layering. That's the new code. If you put that in any other joint code, you will get the joints, the strings will get colored to whatever you specify this. So this whole sentence here, this is how I make the colored objects, which a lot of people have been asking me questions. So today, it's not really a tutorial, I'm going to show you how I did it. And first what we're going to do is I'm going to put some ground so we know where we're standing on. Then we place it here, and we're gonna get a rectangle. And what I plan to make today is the Brazilian flag. Yes, the Brazilian flag. It's going to be fun. Why do I do the Brazilian flag? Well, I thought the English one was boring. Okay, so now we're gonna make the Brazilian flag, this big. And it's really small and it's really hard to work with. So I'm gonna make it wide because I want to make it invisible later, so it doesn't affect anything. You want to make this dynamic, you can make it anything you really want, it doesn't really matter. Let's make it easier on myself and make this 15 and well, let's make it 30 and 10. No, that's too much. 20 and 10, no. It needs to be a bit more. Okay, let's make it 30 and 20. Yeah, okay, that seems like a good size. 30 and 20. So I'm gonna place it over. I'm gonna place it in the middle actually, because it's easier to work with. And it's smart to put the ground you're working with at a round coordinate, like 400 or 500 or 600 or something that is easy to work with. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it at 400, 300, so it's really easy to work with. Now I'm gonna copy this code and I'm gonna open this program. This is made by a friend of mine. It will make the XML look a bit nicer, so I copied that and I will put it in this document file, and I'm gonna make it a lot smaller because there's a lot of stuff I have to work with. So here you have the O and the other value again, and now we're gonna put the L code in here and to do this like I explained in the previous episodes. So now we have the L code in there, and now we want this to be in there. So first what we need to check is the set value, which is 1. So we want to change the set value of the A here to 1, and this also to 1. The border we're gonna make white because it's smart to work. Yeah, well, it's probably smarter to work with the green, but I can always place that underneath. So I'm gonna make the border white, which I'm probably going to make too thick, seeing how thick it is. It's really a guessing game. It's really hard to do this. So white is FFF, of course. It's the thickness. I want 2. Transparency, I don't want it to be transparent, so I make it 1. Because 1 is transparent, or 1 is not transparent, and 0 is completely transparent. So it has to be between 0 and 1. The layering, if it's 1, it's foreground. If it's 0, it's background. I want it to be foreground. And now the really hard part is going to get there, and that is the X and the Y values. So what we need to do is, what you can do is you can of course get another ground or an anchor to check where it is, like I do that now, and you see it is around 5/8. So you can also guess that because the half of 30 is 15. So you have to go 400 minus 15, you get 385. So what this probably is this is supposed to be 0, so we get 385 and 290. And the other side is probably 415 and 290. So we're going to do that, and we're also going to make the white ground invisible so you can see it. Yes, let's make the white ground invisible by adding more F's here, and it was 385 and 290. Then here 415 and 219. Now we're going to check if it worked, if there is a line there, and how thick it is. Maybe we need to make it thinner. As you can see, I made the ground invisible. I'm going to place a mouse here. And I apparently messed something up. So I messed the value up. If you see things, it's smart to check every time. So what did I mess up? Ah, I see, I did. I should have put 90 here instead of 19. Yep. Spelling makes everything different. Okay, so now you can see there's a white line there. And we also wanted that on the other side. So what's smartest to do is, what I usually do is I color code my lines, make this one red, and I'm gonna make all the white lines I'm gonna make red. So I need four lines in total. 2 are going to be sorted the same, so I need to put one on the other underside, so it has to be so this one wasn't 190 just now, so it means the other one has to be 310. So we go back into documents and we make that one 310, 310, and this one 310 as well. Now we know that now we have 2, which is the lower and the top and the lower side. So let's remove these for now, so I can show you that. I'll remove them for now. So we need 4 sides though, but now we have the lower and I accidentally took away. Oh yeah, I forgot this. Copy the whole code. You need to copy the whole code. This is really hard to do if you're gonna make complicated structures. So now you have 2 lines, really simple 2 lines. If you wanna do like curves, you need to add more lines because you need to, for every corner you have to place a line. So it's not easy. So now we want to do the sides, and the sides means we have to leave the x coordinate the same, but we have to lower it. So we have to make the difference between the x coordinates. So we go back to documents, we get this code. I'm gonna leave a space between there, so now this is going to be the x code. So let's color code this orange. I don't think orange is really good for education purposes. Okay, so you see the first x code is 385, and the y is 290. So we're gonna leave that the same, because we want the y to lower now. So we go make this 385 as well, and leave that 290. Let's make that 310. So we basically switch around some values. Now we do the same thing, and now we're gonna use 415 here. So we get 415 and 415. And we will now copy it in here. And I didn't copy the whole code, did I? Yep, I keep forgetting to copy the whole code. Yeah, that's a problem of mine. I sometimes do that, and I have the burps at the moment. Now we have a white outlined ground. So if you just want the white outlined ground, well, here you have a white outlined ground. And you also can't add objects to this because it's an invisible ground. So that's why I like to use invisible grounds, because you can't mess with them. Now what we want to do is we want to get the green on the background. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to place a line around here and pull it over there, over there, over there, over there, over there, and do that a few times. I'm probably going to make it 4 thick, and I need to lower it 2, and then yeah, I'm probably going to make it 4 thick and have it 2 from the side. So it is wider than this one, but I do that so if it moves, the overlaying doesn't change, because if you move this, the angles are acting a bit weird. So if there's an overlaying, then it will usually be better. So now I need to make a new part. So I'm going to make this green because Yeah, why not? So I'm gonna copy this code again because I like to work from the previous codes, and let's make this green because we're gonna use green. Yeah, now we want, of course, the color of this. So what I usually do is I go to Firefox or whatever browser you use, and I go to colorpicker.com. You can also use the in-game color picker, it doesn't really matter. I just have these values here. Now what I usually do is I just get this color and use these codes to get in. So 5, 8, and 149. 5, 8, 149, and I paste the last one here, and now I get the color code at the top. Don't know if you see it, but you get the color code. Now I go back to the documents and I fill it in there. So now I have the color code. I want it to be 4 thick, so I need to change the 2 into 4. So now it's 4 thick, and we also want this to actually be underneath the white. So we need to place it above it. So we need to place it there. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the values of the top ones. So we need 385 and 290, and we need 290 here as well. And now we need to lower the set value by 2. So we need to lower it, or we need to higher it actually. So now we get that. And if correct, there should be one line, but we also want it to be a bit from the right side because the line is a bit thicker. So we're gonna make this 83 and this 15 or 13. I mean, so now it's 2 from the side. So let's see if that line actually worked. If not, well, too bad. So let's see. Yeah, as you can see, it sticks out a bit at the left. So I must have done something wrong there, which is probably that I lowered it and I should have higher it. So it should have been 787. Yeah, and that's the real problem with this, because it's like a lot of trial and error. You will make a lot of mistakes, and it will take some time to fix it. So now we have one line there of green. So we want to fill that into the bottom. So what we do is we copy this one, we paste it, and we add another 4 here. Now we add another 2, and we paste another one. We make this 6, make that 6, paste another one. We make that 8, and we do that the whole way. Paste another one. We make this one 300. Oh no, we make this one 300, and this one also 300. Copy this so it's easier to change it now. And we have to go till 310. So well, 308. So 302. Oh, 304. And I know this is a lot of bother that you can also do with programs, because that's why I was really waiting to explain this, because I was hoping someone would make a program. There's a program to make Footprint, or someone, I think Footprint or something, made a program to draw with lines, but it isn't really compatible with these smaller things. So let's load this and see. Okay, now we have a white outline green box, which is what we wanted. So we have a white outline green box. Okay, now what we want is, no, that's the XML thing we don't. Now we need to have a yellow square in it, no yellow, however, parallelogram or whatever. I'm bad, and it has to be yellow. So I'm gonna check the yellow color code, 255, 211, or 221, 255, 221, and there's the yellow code. So now we go back to the documents. And this one has to be on top of the other one. So what we do is we copy this one again, and I know I don't have the yellow code anymore, and we give this a code we can see easily. Yeah, I think the color code is easily visible. We get the yellow code, we paste it on the yellow line. How thick do you want? 2 is fine. 1 is a bit, yeah, the Transformice has problems with 1 line, so if you make them too thick, it looks better. So never use 1 pixel really, other than thin strings, I guess. So now we want to know the middle part. So what is smart to do is we first want to make like a cross, or yeah, however you want to call this, and you make like this top bit. How high is that? It's like this is 2, so that would be 4, and that would be 6. So it means it has to be 4 from the middle, because it is 10 out at the top. So 4 from the middle, 10 out. So 4 from the middle, because it is 10 out apparently, or let me check. Oh no, it's 15. Oh no, it's 10 out. Never mind. You have to look at the Y here. So we make this 400, and we have to make this 94 or 96. And the other one we have to put from the other side. Oh, that's not okay. We have to put from here, and I guess it's also the same that we have to put it 6 from this side. So we have to go back, and this one was at 400, and that one we have to do at Y 300 because it is in the middle, and this we have to do minus 6, so it's 0.9. Let's check if this worked. If it doesn't work, well, then we have to change it again. But really, I'm more showing you how I do it than I'm actually explaining, because you probably are like, oh my god, this is fucking hard. And yes, it is fucking hard. Yeah, well, you saw the line there. That means I did it correctly. So now we go back into the documents, and we want to do the same at the bottom. So we copy this one, and we now do the other side. So we can leave the Y the same, and we make this 304, 304, and let's check if that works. So we now are supposed to have the bottom one, and I didn't copy the code correctly. God damn it! I keep doing that. Stop copying, not the whole code. Reload it, and now we have 2 lines. So now we have to also do the other side, which is basically another copy paste, because it's mostly the same thing again. So we copy the top one, because now instead of changing the first value, because that was the one at the left, we want to keep that one the same, and we switch this one around. So we get 381, and the same we do for this one, and we get let's say also 381. I think 381. Right? I guess. Let's check. If not, I'll see what happens, because that's what I did with the companion cube and the gear and stuff. Yeah, let's see. It's a lot too high, so you can see I went too far. So let's go back and see what I did. Oh yeah, I think this has to be 9. I am really the worst at calculating. Since the calculator came, I just stopped thinking. Okay, so now we have the yellow square, and we want, of course, to fill it up. And I guess I can just easily do that by placing a line in the middle or something. Yeah, let's try that. Let's place a line in the middle. So we get another one of these, and we place it, and we want it to go from the left side to the right side. So we want it to go from the furthest Y to the furthest. So of course this has to be 0 as well, and we want it to go from there. Yeah, that's fine, to the lowest one, which is, where the hell do I find it? Oh yeah, 4, 9. Okay, let's see if this worked. If there is now a line in the middle. If so, I can probably make that line thicker. If I make it a bit shorter and thicker, I might be able to fill it up with one line. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to place it a bit less at the sides. So I'm going to make this 5, and this is going to be 5 as well. Then I'm going to make the thickness 4. Maybe this works. It would save on some lines, because you don't want people to lag, really. And it doesn't really cause that much lag. Okay, you can see I should add one more ground in the middle, and then I have it fixed. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna copy one of these, and I'm gonna put it in the middle. So now we need to keep the X 400, and the Y we want to change. So We want 296 here and 304 there, which is already there, which saves on effort. Okay, now we go back. And now we have a yellow square. Okay, yeah, we have a yellow square. How nice. Good. Now we go back. We see that there's a blue circle in the middle. Blue circles are really the easiest, only they are the smaller the circles are, the harder it is to work with them. So we're gonna go back. I'm gonna put a new line here. And we make it blue because you can't have P1 and P2 the same location, because then the ground will glitch. Basically, the colors won't appear. So we want this to be in the middle, so it's 400, 300, and 400, 300 again. But because we can't really make it 300, I'm gonna make it 301. And what I need to do is I need to get the color of the blue. 2366, 2366, and copy paste the last one, because that saves some effort really. Let's make it 6 thick. I don't know, I'm just guessing now. So, and we will check if it works. Okay, I probably need to hide the thing a bit, or I need to, yeah, I think I'm gonna hide it a bit. So I'm also going to give this a minus, so 99, and we want it to be a bit thicker, so let's try 8. Maybe that's nice. So now we're going to check 8, how thick that is, and that's a bit too thick, so let's try 7 then, maybe 7. And this is just experimental, how to work with it. Okay, well, let's check. Is that, no, it has to be smaller. So I made it too big, so I could have just left it 6 then, I guess. Let's see how it looks with 6. I thought, now it looks fine. Well, it still looks a bit longer than it should be. Maybe I should add another one. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And that one goes in the other direction. So it means I will make this 300 and add a 1 here, and make this 399 and also make this 300. Let's see how this looks. I hope this balances it out a bit. Yeah, that looks a bit better. A bit, only a bit. So now we have that done, and there's a white line through here with 1, 2. I guess I can go with 2 lines here. So one is a bit above the first bit here, so, and I probably will make this line 2 thick or 1 thick. I think I might make this 1 thick or 1.5 if that's possible. So yeah, let's make a white line. So I'm just gonna copy the other white thing here. Why not? And I want it to be, I'll go make it 1.5. I don't know if half things work with thickness, but if not, then too bad. Now let's look at the picture. So this is a bit to the left. It is not further than the round part, so it has to be, oh, this is going to be hard. I suppose this is like too long. If this is 2, 6, so 6 from the middle. I guess it could be further. So 6 from the middle is 9, 4, and it is a bit above the middle. Let me check how far around. I suppose 2. It is about 2 or 3. 2 or 3 from the middle, so it is 297, and it ends around. This is like the most hard part. Okay, let's end it at 300 or at 400x and lower it by 1 or something. So we do 9, 5, and this we're gonna make 300. And let's see if this actually fits, or if it's not bad, or if it's not doing shit we don't want. Yeah, as you can see, the lines did something bad, so I probably messed up a value. Which value did I mess up? Oh, I see. I should have made this 3 instead of 4. Yeah, I have problems too sometimes, don't worry. And it doesn't even show up because it's too far to the left. How come it's too far to the left while I filled in 394, 396? Oh, man, I see what I messed up. 396, 400, and this has to become 299 or something. Don't know. I'm so horrible at this. I wish there was a drawing tool for this. Really, it's so hard. Okay, now you can see there's a bit of white line. I'm okay with that. Okay, so the other white line goes a bit lower, and we'll, for convenience sake, we'll make it the opposite of this. So I'll just copy this one, and this one starts off at the same P2, so we're gonna leave P2 the same, and we're going to make this 404, and that's 303. Let's try that. Maybe that looks. If not, then too damn bad. Okay, so now let's load that. And we have a white line through it, and we have a Brazilian flag. Oh yeah, we've got a Brazilian flag now. So all the Brazilians are going to be all happy that they have a flag, and if you want, you can also remove the outline if you don't want it, or make it else. But this is just to show you how I'm doing the damn stuff. And it's not fun. It's really hard. Like, this looks so shit. It doesn't even have shading. What I'm trying to do is, like, I'm trying to add shading to objects as well, so it looks like it's from the game. But if you look at this, this doesn't really fit into the game. So it's really hard because, as you can see, let me check how many lines of code I have here. 2, that's 4, plus 6 is 10, plus 4 is 14, and then I have 9. So I have 23 for only that stupid flag. Well, it's not really a stupid flag, but I mean only for the small flag, and it's already 29 lines. So if you want to add like shading or something to it, you'll get to like probably 40 at least, if you want to have it look a bit nice. I can show you, of course, the my tribe house. I don't want to save this. Here's my tribe house. Like, if you look at the amount of code it has here, it's insane. It's just horribly insane. So yeah, that's how we do it. Let me close and open a new one, because I accidentally, of course, just deleted the whole thing. So I'm actually going to give out this XML. I'm gonna let it go through the XML changer again, so it is listed nicely. I probably will look for the link of the XML program, and then you can work with that as well. So thank you guys for watching. I hope it helped. I hope there's a program coming out for this. I didn't want to make a tutorial actually, but here, there you go. Goodbye. If you came to this point and you're still watching, then good for you. You're awesome. You rock. Goodbye.